Is Johnny and Matt, are they hanging on with us?
They're hanging on.
All
They're
right.
doing
Praise
awesome.
God. Praise God, because this is fun.
Yeah.
So Pastor Johnny Moore is from a very large multi-site church. They have 4 campuses in the northern part of Dallas, in Plano, and the northern part of Frisco. Hey, Pastor Johnny, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing very well. How are you today?
Great. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the opportunity for us to learn from you. I know your church is called One Community Church. It's a very large church of
Yes, sir.
10,000 and that was meeting before.
Yes, sir.
And so I know you lead life groups. You're the life groups director there. Tell us something about, because one of the things I was really drawn to your church is your virtual groups.
Yes,
It
sir.
seems like that you guys were doing this before COVID-19, and then it's just exploded in a good way for you guys during COVID-19.
Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, I want to thank you for allowing me to take part in this wonderful, wonderful discussion about how we are facilitating this new pandemic that we're experiencing. So, for us here at One Community Church, we believe that community is not just a part of our name, but it's a part of our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So we are looking to facilitate opportunities to get people into community. We believe that through community, individuals are drawn closer to Jesus Christ in their relationships with others. So we have been strategic and intentional. Pastor Conway thrusted us into this whole mindset of the virtual presentation. It had been previously advantageous to a lot of our members that work out of town. They are on a very busy schedule, and because they weren't able to frequent the weekend services, it was advantageous for them. Now, of course, because of this pandemic, we immediately opened 100 virtual groups on
Wow.
top of the 225 groups that we had
Wow.
because we saw the need. And much like Pastor Trey, it was all hands on deck. So we had an opportunity to bring on staff members, you know, everyone that had a part that was a part of this body. Had an opportunity to train them over the next couple of weeks in going into this process and opening it up to our online viewing audience. We saw an influx of individuals. We previously had face-to-face 9 meetings over the weekend, and we would only stream one service, and that was our 12 noon service on Sundays. Now we're streaming all of our services, and we're actually having 2 to 3 more rebroadcasting Sunday evening services.
Wow.
So with this expansion of opportunity to reach out to those individuals, we're seeing an influx of individuals that are coming in and wanting to be a part of community. So one of the biggest things that has helped us during this time frame is we have what we call a first time guest experience, and we have just transitioned them from the face to face model to the digital model. We have a group of volunteers within that group, and we have specific code words that we place into our chat, whether it be Facebook Live, our iCampus, or our YouTube setting. And there are individuals that are in that chat that are strategically placing code words such as community. So when we put that code word community out there, they can click a link. And when they click that link, it gives them the option to join one of our community groups.
Wow.
We segment the community groups based on age as well as gender. And some of our traditional groups are already paired based on your marital status, whether you're single or geographical location.
Mm.
But more of the e groups has been just gender based as well as age based. We've taken every one of our physical ministry groups, whether it be men's or women's groups, and we've purposefully and intentionally segmented them in their own e-groups. So a part of our weekday experiences, first and third Wednesdays, or second and fourth Wednesdays, we alternate between men and women. And after we have that streaming service, we have an opportunity to go to a Zoom call after
Wow.
that mass meeting. We go into a Zoom call and we pair them off into e-groups there as well. So that's a part of our plan and intentionality to get everyone in groups as a mass place. Futuristically speaking, we will make sure that we continue with these virtual groups
Mm,
as much as I just was excused from an executive meeting. Pastor Conway is saying that he is actually going to open up other positions
mm,
for our virtual experience because we see the need. You've seen
amazing.
the influx of individuals that have come in because of this. So it's been an amazing experience for
Mm,
us, and overwhelming at times opportunity. But we're blessed with an
yeah.
opportunity to reach as many people as we reach on a weekly basis, and we're just looking for opportunities to engage the masses. And you know,
So, Pastor Johnny, I got to ask you a question. So, if you're seeing massive numbers, I mean, just amazing numbers that are coming into these community groups, and so they're coming to you maybe first time, second time that they're watching an online service.
mhm,
How, and let's assume a percentage of them have yet to receive Jesus. I mean, have yet to really understand the good news of Jesus Christ. And so, how are you equipping your community group leaders, or I think you call them
yes,
e
sir.
group leaders? How are you equipping them? Because they're as frontline, pastors and ministers that you have,
Yes, sir.
with sharing the gospel with people. And so how are you doing that? Because I mean, obviously you need a lot of them.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We do have a large group or team of volunteers that helps us in that process. We have a part of those promptings, not just community, but we also have a prompting for salvation. We have a prompting for prayer requests. So, based on our outreach to these individuals, we see or we're able to assess their need. If they have a need for prayer or for
Mm.
salvation, we have teams that are available and ready all of our live stream opportunities, and then we can properly assess their need. And then we have what we call a next steps process to where if they need salvation, we have a dedicated group of volunteers that helps them in that regard. And then through that next step, we look to, after streaming them through or matriculating through that process, then we send them to groups. So it's not all on our e group
Right,
leaders to
right.
facilitate that process. Everyone has a specific operation or office, just like we do when we did face to face. There,
Wow.
we had altar workers, we had prayer attendees, we had individuals that were ushers and greeters, and we have just done the best job that we possibly can
Mm.
in transforming the face to face experience to a virtual experience. So also we're looking to expand those teams that we had in a face-to-face experience to a virtual reality that we all are facing currently. So that's how we're segmenting those needs and making sure that no one slips through the cracks. That is a huge axiom here at our church, that this is a place where no one slips through the cracks. So this is what we're doing intentionally to make sure that that happens.
That's awesome. Praise God, Pastor Johnny, and One
Praise God.
Community Church, man.
And before we let Johnny go, my colleague just said, Pastor Johnny, that you guys are doing a dancing and music night for couples this week.
Absolutely.
A,
Absolutely.
a cooking class for men so they can cook for their wives for Mother's Day. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're looking to step out of the box, and we're looking for opportunities. And we thought, what is one thing that is a need within our community that no one is paying attention to? And we realized that there are so many couples at this time. Pastor Conway says there's so many couples at this time that are homeschooling.
Yeah.
There's no babysitter anymore. So, what can we offer to the community at large to give them something to meet a need? So, this is an opportunity for us to meet that need. After the children have gone to bed, we're going to furnish them with music, with comedy as well, and that's their date night experience. We also wanted to make sure that we did not leave out the women for Mother's Day, so we're going to implore and make sure that we invest in the men to learn how to cook
There you
for our
go.
women.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So we set them up on that Sunday to be able to cook for them on that Sunday for Mother's Day experience.
That's awesome, Pastor.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. You have
Oh, it's my
encouraged
pleasure.
a
My
lot of
pleasure.
people
Thank you.
during this time period. So I
Yes.
want to thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Thank
sir.
you for the work that you're doing there in
Yes,
North
sir.
Texas, and God bless you.
Yes. Thank you, Pastor
Oh,
Johnny.
bless you all.
That's awesome.